Yo, what's going on? We back at it again. Initially, I was not gonna record today, but ain't got nothing else to do, and it's slow. So I feel like a slow day is a good time to catch something, so you can see what I do on a slow day. So right now, I started off. I doodled myself this morning. I ain't gonna lie to you, cause I took a little BS CVS. I was trying to get 3 or 4 of them at a time. The only one I got was 1. So off rip, I know it's 1,000,001 people outside today. Cause I was like down the street, and Home Depot usually it's a fact though. You get that every time. But so I started off with 1. I watched Best Buy and everything posts and reposts and all that shit. It just wanted me to take this 1 CVS, so I took that. Now I got 4 stops. I'm at Tire Agent first for 18. Then I go to the airport, which is right up the street, for 20 or 19 something. And then I drop these 2 off. And I head directly to the other airport. I pick up 2 over there, and I drop them off. But I'm trying to end it. So for the total, it's like 81, 82. But, you know what I'm saying, that puts me at 90 so far today, and I'll be out probably 4 hours after this all said and done. But I'm waiting on these folks. Some of these places take so long, bro. Like, I don't know, man. They pay by the hour, but still. Like, just kind of remind folks I'm there. All right, so back at it again. I got the tires. I went inside. Buddy was like, "Hey, you got his workers together. They got my stuff." They wasn't doing nothing but kicking for real, for real. It was like 1 person working. You know, typical workplace stuff. There's 1 person working, 3 other people kicking shit around each other. Like, I still don't think that if you, cause you know what I'm saying, this is a slower day for me. And it's like, it's definitely like mentally tiring having to always look for another stop and another stop and another stop, which is why I say, like, for everybody, the wake up and hustle every day type of P&Ds ain't for everybody. Sometimes it's better just to have your little Amazon job, for real, for real. And fun fact, they may start off at 19, 20, sometimes 22, 24, depending on who you go with and if you got experience. But they go up to like 30, 35 an hour. So it's not a bad thing at all. The benefits are better at UPS, and FedEx is running last between them, USPS, and everything like that because of the benefits. Like Amazon, you still get benefits. You work for a DSP, you get the opportunity to start your own DSP with a $10,000 credit. If they still do that, but it's only 10 bands if you still want to. Like, it's so much more you can do by starting off at 20 and then going up. So like, you know, that entry fee is literally just the entry, what you get paid. But like, it goes up. I've seen it go up to 30, 35. My auntie's a landlord. Somebody's check was $32 an hour. I kid you not. They just drive. So it goes up. It goes up. Same thing with like Delta. You start off as a ramp agent. You may start off at like 19, 20, but Delta goes up to 35. And Delta's one of the companies like Ford and stuff like that. A lot of these companies too give you quarterly bonuses. So just keep that in mind. Like, you know, if you're trying to do this and make your own company out of it, like, you got to treat it like it's you trying to do this and make a company out of it. Otherwise, you might as well just go get a job, work for somebody 3, 4, sometimes a short 5 days a week, but 3 or 4 days a week, and just get the quarterly bonuses and tax write-offs and shit that come with being a W-2 employee. Like, this is a stepping stone if you do this every day. So, but yeah, headed toward Midway. We got another one. I think it was a little CVS, but you know what I'm saying? Back on the road again. All right, so we back again. I got the Southwest, the first airport pickup right there. It's just 2 luggage things, 2 luggage bags. In and out relatively on this one, but like I said, you know, waiting on hourly people. So, which is cool though. Than where I am right now. There are days in Atlanta I was able to hit $300 before, like between literally 8:39 and 5 o'clock. Like Chicago is, depending on your market, because I know New York is like this. Sometimes LA can be like this, but nobody is cool. All right, so like I'm still headed to like the first, technically, since I started this video, drop off. But I just wanted to take a quick second to talk about the reality of traffic. No matter what your market is, like I've done this throughout several different states across America. And all right, so let's talk the reality of traffic, because I still ain't reached where I'm supposed to go, and I'm doing 0 miles per hour. I'm parked and waiting on the fucking road to go. So like, depending on where you at, like I've done this in several different states across America. Nowhere is as bad as Chicago. Like, but Chicago shows up on international indexes for having the second or third worst traffic on the globe. So depending on where you at, traffic will stop the bad. Like it don't matter, because these days in Atlanta, I was able to hit $300 before 5 o'clock by starting at 8:30 or 9. Here, I'm finna block traffic so I can turn around. But traffic, depending on where you at, is a big, no matter what you're doing. Like if you're doing anything, like you trying to deliver packages or something like that, you gotta be aware. And when I say something like traffic will stop the bag, I mean random road construction. Because if you live in a city like Chicago, Illinois, they're not gonna tell you when they're doing construction all the time. They're not gonna finish construction ever either. Like when I lived in the South, especially like Mobile, around New Orleans, they will start and finish construction within a couple months of each other. I've seen it done in weeks. I've seen entire highways paved over in weeks in Mobile. Chicago don't finish construction. Like, you can get into like city corruption and stuff like that, but if you live in a city that y'all don't finish construction and stuff like that, you might want to look into just hopping out the car and just doing something that's on foot or something like that. I used to do DoorDashes when I first got here. I did DoorDash on foot, and I was outpacing the cars that were in my same area just on foot. Like I made $2,000 a month doing DoorDashes, probably no more than 24, 25 hours a week at night downtown on foot, using the CTA buses and trains to get around. And I was getting there faster. I never switched to being a walker. I was getting there faster than the estimated time for my car. So depending on where you at, man, you ditch the car altogether. You're not paying for gas, get you a little scooter or something like that. But if you know what I'm saying, trying to deliver packages, you can't deliver packages on a scooter. But switch up, like seriously consider switching up, just doing some like giggy warehouse work. I understand the thing is probably not to be using your body like that, but out of all seriousness, you know what I'm saying, do you want to be putting gas in your car at the same time you got to pay for maintenance in your car, watch for road tickets and all the extra stuff, and still be shrunk down to basically $14, $15 an hour when it's traffic, and you not be able to control when it's traffic, when it's not? You know, office workers that are used to driving at 30 miles an hour get out of work at all times of the day, versus, you know, somewhere like Atlanta or New Orleans where we merging at 75, 80 miles an hour. So, you know, it's all in consideration. So, but if you living in a place like middle America, yeah, it don't matter. But if you living in a big city, really consider like how much weight you moving at a time, because weight equals weight. Okay, so boom, the tire's gone. I had to roll them. You might see him. Nah, you can't really see him like that. That's my head in the way. Yeah, you can't really see him. But anyway, I had to roll him because I thought this was gonna be like a business or something like that. Nah, somebody ordered 4 tires and got them sent straight to the address. I've done it before, so. But hey, buddy living the type of life where he can order 4 tires at the same time. So you know what I'm saying? But all right, so now we on to O'Hare to pick that up. I gotta go to the bathroom. I was really hoping this was like a business because of that, but here we go. All right, so yeah, we came to drop this black bag off back there. and the address on the map was incorrect. So I called him because I was trying to make a return, but you had to call before you make a return. So I called. He was like, "Hey, no, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. I need my bag." So I'm like, "All right, whatever. I ain't gotta wait all day. Just please meet me at Highland Park. Meet me at the Highland Park Bank and Trust, because this is where your address was." I told him somebody else was gonna bring it. I'm just not bringing it right now. I don't get paid to sit. Like, I'm tired of nice guying around and everything like that. Like, but yeah, we waiting on him. It do me a favor because that way I ain't got to drive back to O'Hare, because I don't know if it's going to be something going there. Well, obviously I will have something going there, but I don't like to take one of these at a time. And right now, like, because I've only completed 2 of them and I'm 4 hours in. So, in the app, it's only showing I got $36 for the day. And we like 5 hours in because I got shit just sitting in the back. But I don't know, man. I said it was slow, but this is grueling and irritating because you having to deal with, like, depending on your market. Like with me today, this is a bit irritating because everybody runs off of hourly wages and they act like it. Traffic runs like we don't care and they act like it. And I'm so used to a different market. I'm so used to like the southern southeastern market. So I'm still like, I've been living here for 2 years, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. But like, yeah. So, but we waiting on bruh. So bruh come, he get his stuff, man. We packing up, headed back towards the city for more pennies. So, all right, so we back. Bro came, he got his bag. Bro pulled up. He was like, I needed that bag. I'm headed back out of town again. I'm like, that makes sense, because he was gonna get it at 7 o'clock tonight, fucking with me. But he gave me a dub for it. Like, he gave me a 20 for it and everything. Like, bro was like, I just needed that bag. And I understand, because I messed around and ended up making the same $20 I would have got for taking that back. So I'm kind of glad I waited. But I told him, like, appreciate it. And vice versa. He was like, just trying to make sure you straight, appreciate it. But yeah, I think he might have been like a scout or something though, because he, this area is where in Chicago all of like the Bulls practice facility, the Bears, everybody kind of work out and train at. So he definitely looked like of that mold from the Nike Tech team suit that he had on and everything like that. I ain't gonna say what team, but yeah, he definitely was a scout. By the way, he headed out of town. Because that's a lot of travel. And I went to school with players that's actually in the league. So I do know what it looks like in the NFL. I don't know no NBA, MLB. I don't know none of them. But yeah, so we back on the road again. Right now we taking the back roads 40 minutes because the highway was going to be 35 minutes. And that's a clear highway in my city, which means it's not going to be 35 minutes. You about to run into traffic. It's damn near 3 o'clock. People about to get out of their office and go into a tree or something like that. People can't merge and everything. So that 35 minutes was going to become 50 real easy. So we're just going to take the side roads and the back roads and just get there on a consistent time. So car's empty. We finished that last one. I'm at $92 for the day, and I left the house at I think 9:30. So it's 4 basically. Well, it's 3 something. It's 3:25. So 9:30. The first pickup was 10 minutes away. So 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. 6 hours. 5 hours. 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12:30, 1:30, 2:30, 3:30. So yeah, 6 hours. Not the best day for 6 hours, man. Absolutely horrible, in my personal opinion. That's part of the reason I say, like, a lot of times, if you have a hard time running up, like, the occasional 1 or 2 times a week where you can hit $250, $300, because for me personally, I just try to hit $160 every day. Because when I was on W2 at $22.50 an hour, I was making about $160 every day. And keep in mind, you can't work OT at these rates. So your OT is putting in another 12-hour day or another 4 hours one day. Like that's your OT. So the traffic that I was referring to earlier in this video, I just showed a little bit of it because right now it's my map traffic was clear, this is a 15-minute trip. But because of the traffic that I'm sitting in, and this is with time shaved off of it because I've been sitting in it for a minute, it's still another 30 minutes worth of delays just adding to my 15-minute trip. So my 15-minute trip is, before I started this video, it was sitting at 47 minutes. Like, truly consider things like this. Like, we are literally moving at 8 or 9 miles per hour. Now we're back down to 8, going to 7. I haven't touched my gas pedal in a minute because right now we're going downhill and I don't need to brake because everybody's cohesively going 8, now 7 miles per hour. So if you don't feel like going 7 miles an hour for 2 hours a day, that's gonna be at night. If you get out with everybody in the morning, you know what I'm saying, you're just gonna have the same thing. You might not be going 7, you might be doing 15. That's the difference. Like, so for me personally, it's like this. This is why I stopped working with better trucks like that. I'll do a better trucks route just so y'all can see how that go. But for me, it was like y'all putting me in areas that I first and foremost told you I don't want to go. But this neither here nor there. We'll discuss that on the episode with them. So I'm coming from areas that's damn near like Wisconsin and stuff like that, but you coming down towards the south side of Chicago, or you could just Chicago just in general. You could be in the suburbs like Maywood somewhere. Like, depending on where you at in your market, you could be going from outskirts to inskirts to inner city. And if it's gonna take you like 2 hours, you know what I'm saying, to get from where you at to where you going, you gotta add that 2 hours on your day now. Because, you know what I'm saying, that's, if you was in town, you could have been doing some DoorDashes in that 2 hours or something like that. So you gotta add that 2 hours on your day. You gotta add that hour in the morning on your day. When I count up how much I make from all of these delivery apps or whatever route that I'm on, whatever dedicated something, I count like, hey, I count from the time that I left the house, personally. So just, you know what I'm saying, today was a $92 day, absolutely terrible, but yeah, what it is. Like and subscribe, man. All right, so we back at it again. But now for real, so I got 17 Walmart pickups, as you can see. I don't know if you can like, but yeah, you can see I'm at a Walmart, for real. But I got 17 of these. I'm a P&D them. This is the best drop all day, and this shit pay. But, you know what I'm saying, like I said, I'm trying to get to 160. So I did not, in the episode there, I saw this one on the way home. And just, you know what I'm saying, it's technically not even on the way home, bro. I'm talking about like I was headed home and then just saw this. But it's still terrible, like hourly. It's still, I think I'm at the end of the day like 16, 17 an hour. So like, was this worth it? Or was Chipotle worth it? And then I like literally was talking to them, bringing me the stuff, and I'm listening to their conversation about like workplace stuff, and I'm like, yeah, nah, even if it was 17, you just gotta figure out a way to like expand out, you know what I'm saying? Because it's everything you're gonna do with this is still business management. You know, this is a good way to learn if you want to be in packages or something like that. But overall, like, you're going to learn business doing this because you need to find, like, look, Uber is a platform and what's it called is a platform and Roadie is a platform. But at the end of the day, you got to count your mileage. You got to do your accounting. You got to learn how to pay yourself in a way that can get you a home loan from a bank or a car loan from a bank. So you got to, you know what I'm saying, learn how to, if you're going to LLC, the EI, like, you got to do all that. You got to do all that. So, like, it's still mentally tasking, and I still think it's better than, you know what I'm saying, to me personally, because I don't like small issues from people. I don't care. Go figure it out, or go tell buddy you don't want to do that no more, and just end it. Like, but yeah. So for me personally, still better. Even if my day, a slow day, mind you, my day ended up being basically 16 an hour. But we're gonna start this route. So. Alright, so yo, what up? We back. I'm here in my little studio for real. You can kind of see it. I'm building it from the inside. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, if you don't know, I rap by now. You know what I'm saying? But the channel is started off as this. We do videos somewhere else now. You can still stream on all DSPs and stuff. But you know what I'm saying? Just live from here. I'm just coming back to tell y'all because I ain't like do a video after I finished that last stop with Walmart. It took me about 3 hours to finish. I finished at 6:57. The projection for me to be finished was 7:28, so I did finish before time. But you know, like I said, slow day. So it's 54 plus 92 on the day. So it's not 92 now. It's 54 plus 92. But it took from technically 9:40 this morning to 6:57 at night. You see what I'm saying? So the overall day ended up in the same amount. But was it worth it? Was this better than Chipotle type thing? You see what you get what I'm. But so overall, appreciate it. Like and subscribe.